No, it's meant for paintball and airsoft. That's what it's made for.
Well, yeah, well, so I meant like that.
Are you with us? Muddy, slick, and the forest floor literally covered with twigs, branches, and tree trunks of all sizes. If you want to move from one level of field to the other, you could choose to maneuver the muddy 15-foot 60-degree inclines, or you could choose to navigate the 30-degree inclines that are covered in branches and tree trunks. I played this field only twice, and every time about half of the players leave after just the first game, and most of them are less than half my age. Mentally and physically taxing, welcome to the field that I call Birdsong. In my 20s and 30s, I played paintball all over Arizona, Texas, and New Mexico, and never have I faced a field more physically challenging, mentally taxing, and arduous than Birdsong. The players that I played with that day will attest to how rough and dangerous this field is. When I saw this game listed on Facebook, I knew I had to play it again. The goal of this game was to transport an oversized sarcophagus that carried the remains of the great and powerful Imhotep from the upper field down to the lower field level. We had an hour to do it. To respawn, we had to walk back 75 feet from where we were hit. After seeing how muddy and slick the field was, and after carefully observing the strategy of those who opposed the reawakening of his immenseness, I decided to crawl down to the lower field level and maneuver my way around in an effort to flank those who chose to defile the almighty Imhotep. This is my friend, Shogun Dizzy, a righteous and loyal follower of the omnipotent Imhotep. He is bowing to me because I am a lofty cleric in our order. I tell Dizzy of our plans, and seeing the wisdom imparted to me by the almighty Imhotep, he decides to join me in my trek to rid the field of those very same repugnant and nauseating defilers of his hugeness. All right.
No bueno during the winter, dude. This is dangerous.
Yeah. Whoa! Don't step on that log. I just jinked my shoulder really bad. Oh.
Yeah, dude.
I shall shoot myself in the face. I told you this was going to be a rough, hilly AO. We played, they had a whole bunch of people walking through.
That was another thing he said.
That just jabbed me in the side.
That we don't have anybody walking through, but I've seen like 20 people walk through here already.
Yeah.
5 of them caught us jumping the fence.
After overcoming many trials and tribulations of this obnoxious terrain, we finally reached the lower level of the field. In his zealousness to protect and prolong the almighty Imhotep, Disney rushed forward into battle and met his fate when a 6mm PLA Bio-BB fired from a shameless defiler struck the ardent and devoted man in the chest. My friend's journey is over, but may he find solace and peace within a warm bosom of Imhotep. We will meet again, my friend, and I will miss our late-night discussions while drinking Diet Coke.
I can't even...
I continued alone into the deep recesses of the hairy armpit that is Birdsong. I hooked left and proceeded to assail the shaggy anus of the enemy formation. And there, on the hill above me, was my enemy. Imhotep was smiling upon me, for my prey did not know I was ready to pounce. I took steady aim at the defiler. I could hear the blood rushing in my ears, my heart beat rapidly, and my breath burned in my bosom. I tickled the trigger and let a round fly towards my opponent. But alas, the shot went wide. I neglected to account for the wind in the valley. I readied another shot.
Ceasefire!
From what I understand, the ceasefire was called because somebody took a nasty spill down an incline. But I also heard that they're fine and they were able to get back to the green zone okay.
Keep your
About
position,
10
dude.
players
Go back to your
evaporated.
position.
We had
Stay
to halt
there.
the scenario. Sucked, because I was in a great position. We went on to play a second game, but that'll be in part 2. If you enjoyed this, please consider subscribing and dropping me a like. And if you want an intense physical challenge, something to really test your mettle, come on out to Birdsong Field. It's not for the faint of heart.